So when you get the Adventure Wagon kit, the RUV kit, this is what it comes like. There are the panels, tracks, insulation, fans, trim kit, wall bracers. We'll be going through the kit and opening the boxes in the order that you actually would want to install them, in the order of the workflow for installing the kit into your van. So we'll start with the fan kit. The first thing you do after you clear everything out of your van, the first thing we like to do is we tackle the fans. We get them out of the way, and it allows also a nicer space to work. If it's hot, you can turn the fans on or open them up. The fan kit comes with 2 fans, the Max Air Deluxe fans. It comes with 2 fan rings and the sealing tape, as well as primer sticks. And this is everything that you'll need to install the 2 fans on the front and the back of the Sprinter. With the fan rings, there's 2 places in the van where we put the fans for the RUV kit. In the front bay, you line the little notches that are on either end of the fan ring up with the center holes of the ribs, and with a marker I mark the corners on the fan ring. On one side of the fan ring we rabbet out a 1/4 inch of material, and that slips over the flange, and the front edge of this fan ring actually butts up against the rib. And again, the notches are lined up on the center holes. And once you line that up and push it over the top of the flange, again, you mark your corners. After you punch your holes through coming up from the bottom, we use those holes basically to transfer the line to the roof, because it's so much easier to cut down on the surface and you're not having all the metal shards raining down on you. So we use a straight edge on the outside of these holes that you just punched to basically connect the dots and draw the ring that we're going to cut out here. So after you make your square, you need to slice into the roof to drop your blade in to cut the fan out. And you can use a jigsaw, you can punch a hole with a wider bit, or even the same graduated bit, and punch a big hole that you can drop your blade into. I just have this little Dremel saw that I use to cut the corners, and then I slip the larger hacksaw blade into it. After you make your little cuts, you drop your saw blade in and finish cutting through with this. So after you take a file and deburr the edges of your hole, take some rust preventative paint and a little foam and treat the edge of the raw steel so that it does not rust. This is the mounting ring that goes on the top of the van. You set the little metal brackets to the driver and passenger side. Then take a pilot drill and punch your holes through the roof where your screws are going to go. So after you pilot your holes, go ahead and set the stainless steel screws, the longer screws that come in the pack, set them into the roof with the fan ring underneath. And you can use a grip clamp to secure that fan ring, or you can have a partner holding the fan ring from below while you set your screws into the mounting ring. Clean the edge, and I clean usually with acetone or denatured alcohol. We're using lacquer thinner, but we're cleaning the edge around the rim to use this tape which seals the edge of the fan mounting ring down and keeps it watertight. In the fan kit, there are these primer sticks. They are for prepping the surface that the fan sealing tape is going to stick to. So you put it on the actual plastic of the fan ring, but then I crack another one and I put it on the first 2 or 3 inches on the paint around the fan shroud as well, because it is a plastic of some sort, and this is a primer to prep the surface of the plastics. Be sure to be very thorough and liberal about how you cover around the corrugations in the ceiling too, so that the tape will stick nicely to the metal roof as it contours around those. The fan tape, you'll peel off the first layer, and it's sticky on the one side, and of course it's got the plastic backing, and you work from the back of the fan forward. You place it across the plastic first of the fan, and you place it on the back edge flat against the plastic. You do not want the plastic crawling up the edge of the fan. You want it flat on the horizontal surface. Then you can kind of work your way towards the screw heads and pinch around the edge to seat the edge of the tape right around the shroud, the mounting ring. Again, I'm just working the back of the tape and then along that front edge of the fan, so it pinches directly into the roof, and then out from there so that you don't have any air bubbles. The air bubbles are all, the air is all being pushed to the outer edge while you're applying the tape. Then you peel the top plastic piece off and continue to seat the tape into all of the little contours of the roof. So after you do the aft one, you do the 2 sides and finish with the forward one. That way when you're driving down the road, it's almost like shingles on a roof where the water and whatnot will drip off of the tape and not be caught in any seams. So after we put the tape down, we want to drop the fan in. And I like to set these little metal clips up to the top edge of their hole. I use just a screwdriver to do that, to kind of pull it up to the top so that it's easier to slip the screws in from the side. So you take the fan, open it up manually, make sure that the side you want facing forward is facing forward, and the back is the side that just opened up. The electrical, you want to make sure you drop that through the middle so that it's waiting for you on the inside to wire. And then you slip this down over mounting ring. Screwdriver. And the fat, short screws that are in the kit are what you use to set the fan in and seat it nicely into the rubber gasket and then give it the final tightening. So any more information, you can come check us out at adventurewagon.com or stay tuned to our Adventure Wagon YouTube channel. We'll have more installation instructions in another video. Thanks.